Hi, I'm Ben Cowart. Kim and I have been at Celebration about 32 years. Seen a lot of growth in the time.
My name's Camryn and I'm in 8th grade. I started going to Celebration when a friend invited me in 7th grade, and I love it.
So discipleship to me has been a growth and a journey. And when I accepted Christ at the age of 11, but never really grew from that, I went off to college, and while I wasn't a bad boy, I certainly fell away from going to church. And after graduation and getting my first job, I realized, you know what, I'm missing a very important part of my life. And I said, you know, I need to make a change because I need some growth.
6th grade, I started going to Converge, and it's on Wednesdays, 6 to 8, and that was a really big life changer for me. And after I was saved, I started going to Bible study. Then I got introduced to groups before church during first service. Then I started reaching out to KKB, and that's where discipleship started taking off.
And so I wound up at First Baptist Church. We'd do a deep dive into Bible studies that would challenge us to grow as young professionals. I met my future wife, Kim, in that group, and we got married and moved out of that young working career group. And so we got connected into Celebration, got connected with some young marrieds, but all of that led a journey to deep dives and how to get involved in discipleship.
Discipleship is to make disciples of others and to teach you how to make disciples. Before I did discipleship, I was very clueless on what to do in my relationship with the Lord and where my next steps were. And after doing discipleship, it was really clear.
Yeah, discipleship is important in our Christian walk and in our lives, because how else do we grow? We have a God that loves us so much that He sent His Son for us. And then when His Son left us, He sent us the Holy Spirit. He's never left us. And how do we get to know them? How do we understand them if we don't spend time with them? Discipleship does that.
Another way that I transitioned to being a disciple, to a disciple maker, was at D Now. I met this girl and realized that she was in need of someone to disciple her, and now we do discipleship together.
I teach a class on Wednesday nights, call it Bible Forensics. And it's where we take the Bible, we take books of the Bible, and we look at the backstory. And I think all of that has prepared me to get to where I am today, and having fun with that kind of teaching, that kind of backstory, all to build people up and build, because it's all about what? Expanding heaven, getting people there, getting their walk strong. I certainly don't hold myself out as any Billy Graham or Franklin Graham or anybody like that, but I'm just Ben Cowart. But I think I can offer somebody something.
At D Now this year, the speaker was talking about our calling to ministry, and I felt really touched by that. Before that, I was really curious on what my next step was, and I reached out to a leader, and she mentioned leading our middle school girls Bible study group to grow more in my calling.
But the Spirit's going to lead you. If you are honestly and actively seeking a growth, the Spirit's going to lead you to where you are, where you can be used and how you can grow. And then once you get there, push you out of your comfort zone.
To anyone who's curious on their next step, I would say to be bold and do it scared. Because at the end of the day, it's all for the glory of Him. So
it doesn't matter if you're a 9-month Christian, a 9-year Christian, or a 90-year Christian. There is always growth, and there's always a place to serve. And, you know, Bible calls out. And I'm part of that generation now. I say older men, older women, disciple younger men, younger women. Find that place. There's a niche for you. And find it and start working it.